Hello book world! Me again. So I'm kind of sorry that it took me so long to make my second video, but I live with a roomie that I don't really get along with, and she only now went for a weekend to home, and well, yeah, so I'm only making my second video now. And also we're having finals, and I've been kind of sick because I'm stressed out because of my finals, and I'm having my next final on Monday, and it's math, and it's horrifying, and I'm so scared. Ugh. Finals. I don't do good under pressure when it comes to studying, and exams are a lot of pressure, is what I reckon, y'all. There's people walking constantly outside of my room, and you can hear that, and I'm just gonna film over it because it's impossible to find a moment when they're not walking because it's Friday evening and there's people partying, and it's just horrifying. So anyways, it's me again, and I'm finally filming my first book haul ever. I've never bought a lot of books. I don't even have a lot of physical copies of books, but I went a little crazy over the past few months, and I'm making my first book haul. First of all, before I show you all of my books, something super weird happened today, but bear with me here, okay? I'm not a person who is clumsy. I don't drop things. I'm not good at tripping like Christine on Pull Up Bananas books. No, I'm not that. Accidents don't happen to me. I'm very precise. I'm fast. I don't drop things. I catch things. I'm a catcher. So today, I'm on the other side of my room. I'm making my lunch, and you can't see it, but all of my books are on a bookshelf above my head here on top. And I took half of them down for this book haul and for reorganizing, and I just hear a huge smash. And it took me like a minute to understand what is happening. And I turned around, and this book, it betrayed me. Dan Brown, Digital Fortress, betrayed me. And I like Dan Brown, okay? It's like one of the first series books that I ever read. And it betrayed me. This paperback, this tiny book, it's so tiny. It's tinier than my head. It betrayed me, okay? Total betrayal. I'm never looking at it again because it's just like, it was normally okay on the shelf. It was just there, put like this on the shelf. And it decided to fall. It decided to fall because it was all okay on the shelf. It just falls down, but not just falls on the bed. No, it falls on my desk and knocks over a cup which was like half full with coffee, and now my favorite pillow is ruined because it's all wet with coffee, and now I'm drying it and it's horrible, and then my bed was full of coffee grinds and just such betrayal. I almost cried. It was so messy, and I don't have a washing machine here in the dorm rooms, and until I go home in like a month now, my bed is just gonna smell like, actually, that's not so bad. My bed's gonna smell like coffee, and I love coffee. I blame Gilmore Girls for loving coffee. Okay, I'm so off topic. Anyways, that happened. Weirdest thing ever. And now for the big reveal. So my first book haul. First of all, the thing that I bought before the books is this beautiful Ravenclaw scarf. I've recently been sorted into Ravenclaw, and over the years I've been sorted into all houses, but I identify with Ravenclaw, like not just feel like I am Ravenclaw, but I aspire to be a Ravenclaw. I want to be one. I love books, and I want to study better and study more, and I'm already kind of creative, but not super good at being creative. So I want to be better at being a Ravenclaw, and I finally have my Ravenclaw scarf and a Ravenclaw necklace and so much Harry Potter crap. Have a problem. Somebody's using the elevator, damn it. So I also went a little crazy and bought all of these books here, all of these pretty books. And you already know I don't really read physical copies of books, so half of these are just like collectibles of my favorites. Well, I'm gonna get into that. So the first few books that I have here that I recently bought, like I've bought all of these in the last 2 months, mostly on Book Depository, like except for 2 books. Everything is from Book Depository because it's the only place that delivers to Lithuania free shipping. All the other places have like overpriced shipping as heck. especially if it's from USA. If it's from US, it's like 3 times the price of the book. Anyways, the first two I have here is Anne and the French Kiss and Isla and the Happily Ever After, and it's by Stephanie Perkins, and I love this series, and these all 3 books I've read like 2 times already on my phone during this last year, and I finally bought these 2, and I'm buying the middle one, the Lola one, I don't know, maybe until September, sometime in between that, because well, I'm already going a little crazy over buying books. I bought a bit too many, so I'm trying to pace myself, and these ones were the 2 cheaper ones. So yeah, the middle one's gonna have to wait a little. But really, this series is just the best thing that ever happened to me, because well, I'm a bit of a romantic and a bit of a freak when it comes to romance novels and just fluff. I love reading fluff, and these stories are just so cute and adorable and fluff-filled, and everything in them is perfect, and I just needed the actual copies to hug and to look at, because the covers are really so pretty. How pretty are these covers? And I just had to buy them. I have a problem. But they're paperbacks because, well, hardcovers are too expensive. I've only had a few hardcovers because if it was my choice, actually, just gonna put this out there, if it was my choice, I would buy only hardcovers. But I'm broke as hell, like we're talking about me not being able to eat anymore, how broke I am. Maybe it's good, I'm gonna get skinnier, it's time. The next 2 books that I have here, that I've hauled, like, I bought them weeks ago because it takes like 3 weeks for them to get here, but I got them yesterday from the mail office, and it's the Unexpected Everything and the Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson, and I have not read either of these, and this is like really rare where I buy a book that I've not read anything even of the author, because I don't really buy physical copies of books. But I've seen this one on Bookstagram like everywhere, like everyone is buying this one, and this one, there was a live show on this one. I think it was the one that is by Kat, Jessie, and Christine. They read this one and they loved it, and well, that means I'm gonna love it. And just in general, I'm really into contemporaries, because whenever I read fantasy, I get like fantasized. Is that a word? It's gonna be. I get like into that, all of those worlds, and it gets messy, and I just get confused between all of them because, well, there's so many different ones, and I just need a bit of a break from all of them, and I read some contemporaries, and especially if I'm like in a bit of a book slump, I read contemporaries. They get me out. Romance gets me out. So I bought these 2, and it's paperbacks, and the spines are so pretty. I'm aspiring to make a book rainbow, which is not happening lately because, well, most of the book spines that I have are white, but these are so pretty. I love this mint color. Is this mint? I'm gonna guess this is mint. I'm naming it mint. I don't care. It's gonna be mint from now on. Don't tell me otherwise. So this might look a little bit jumpy, but my camera died in the middle, like the battery died. So it didn't really catch these few books. Anyways, the first 2 books that I actually bought in English were in a bookstore in here, which is crazy because English books do not exist in these bookstores. But there was like one shelf, and it had Gail Forman, and I love Just One Day. It's one of my favorite books ever. I have it in Lithuanian. It's actually just below the camera right now, and I bought Just One Year, and I've read Just One Day back in the old days on my phone, and then I picked up Just One Year, and when I saw it's the same year just from his perspective, I just couldn't read it. But I want to read it now, and the covers are so beautiful, and I couldn't not buy them. It's just so pretty. The next book is Throne of Glass, and this is one of my favorite series ever, and it's right up there with Harry Potter. It's just so good. It's so good. And I've read all 4 books over the past year on my phone, and I really want to have them. Just like, they're so good, I want to reread them all before the 5th one comes out in September. So I'm trying to gradually buy them all 4, like over a lot of months. So I just have Throne of Glass now because I'm trying to be less crazy, trying to be less broke actually. And the new white covers are so pretty, and the paperback covers are just so gorgeous. It's just so beautiful. So next one, Red Queen. Again, it's such a beautiful white cover. It really doesn't go with my plan for the rainbow, but white covers are so pretty. I just can't. They're so flawless. Red Queen, I read it on my phone a few months ago. I have a review on my page, blog thing, and I loved this series, and Glass Sword shattered me completely. The ending, I cried. It's the first time I ever cried while reading a book, actually. Like, I've been sad a lot while I read, but actual crying happened the first time when I read the 2nd book in this series, and the Red Queen is just amazing. And I also will buy probably the Glass Sword, and how many there will be in the future. I hope there's a lot. Victoria Aveyard did amazing on this one. The next one, actually the next 4, but I only have 3 here, is the Raven Cycle. Again, beautiful covers. The first one is not here with me because I lent it to my best friend, and because she wants to read this series, but I have all 4, and I bought all 4 because I'm crazy, obviously, because the Raven King just came out and it was amazing. I just finished reading it yesterday because I reread all 3 previous books before I read the Raven King, just because I read the 3 previous books like a year and a half ago, and my memory is terrible apparently, because I couldn't remember anything apart from the main characters' names and a bit about them, like nothing that happened. I was reading like all of them, nothing in my memory at all, but I read them. I remember that I read them. So amazing, amazing series, and it's just, oh my god. And these covers, my favorite covers are these 2, but the all-time favorite goes to the Raven King. It's just so beautiful. And I also actually have a stag ring. There's a picture on my Instagram. I bought a stag ring just because the Raven King, and it's just, yet again, amazing. I love it. Next on my pile is Outlander. And damn, Outlander, I would have never bought Outlander if not for BookTube and Sasha from Made Book Utopia, because she's all about Outlander, and well, she actually made me watch the TV show, and I love the TV show. I've fallen in love with the TV show ever since it came out because Sasha was all about it, and then I watched it, and now I've bought the book and I want to read it just because I've had it on my phone for like a year. It's on my shame list, but I haven't read it because it's just so long and intimidating, and it's just, I know I'm not the only one who has this on their intimidated book list, but since I don't really have a lot of physical copies of books, I feel like when I have the physical copy, I'm more into reading it. Like, I'm gonna read it for sure because I spent money on it, like more money. So I have the travel paperback because it's super cheap. Like, how expensive is this hardcover of Outlander? It's just crazy. It's like 3 times more than a paperback, but it's so gorgeous, but it's so expensive, so I got this one. And it even says that it has an original series on Stars, and well, I'm going to get to this over the summer, I think, when I'm doing my internship in the bank, and I'm super excited. So the next is An Amber in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir, and this has been on my phone for almost a year since it came out, and it's on my TBR of May, so I'm probably gonna read it now or right at the end of May, like on the remaining days of May, just because I'm having finals and it's hard to get in reading between studying. But basically I'm super excited, and I bought this cover just because I like this cover a lot more than the hardcover, the other cover, and it's just so beautiful because it's like an amber and it's all black, and just in general what I know about the book, it sounds really good, and I really want to read this. I just never really got into, I don't know, I just never started. It happens. but it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And I just got it yesterday, by the way, so probably reading it now. The next two books, oh, you guys all know these. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, my queen. Queen Sarah. Queen Maas. I bow to thee. So I've read the first one last year. Since we all know I have terrible memory, I'm gonna reread this before I read this one. So this month just got a lot harder with finals coming up because I really want to read A Court of Mist and Fury. Like, I've heard so many great things about it and it's all over everywhere and it just came out and I have been waiting for it. Like, it has been one of the most anticipated books of this year for me, except for the other one that is coming out in September by Sarah J. Maas because she's queen. She does no wrong. So basically I'm planning to reread this one and I think the cover is so pretty. The covers again, they're so pretty, but the spines are black, which is a little sad. Doesn't go with my rainbow theory at all. I got 3 black spines yesterday and I was a bit sad, but on the other hand they're just so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm so excited. Yeah, I have no life. And the last 3 books, so this one I got yesterday as well in my package, and it's Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. And this is a book that I do not have on my phone in ebook format, and it's a book, like, I read Fangirl a few years ago and I loved it so much. Fangirl is one of my favorite contemporaries ever, and when I saw that Carry On is coming out, I was all over it and I really wanted to get my hands on it, but it just like never felt, I don't know, the time just didn't come. I just didn't get it, didn't get into it. And when I saw on Bookstagram how beautiful the hardcover is, I got the hardcover copy. I paid so much for this, but I'm so excited and it's so beautiful. And I love how when you take off the jacket, it's like drawn on. It's just so beautiful and I'm so excited to read this and get into the story. I've heard amazing things about this book, really. And it has the bookmark thingy. It's just beautiful. Beautiful book. So excited. And the last 2 books I've already read. So this is The Crown from the Selection series. It's the last book in the Selection series, and I've been with the Selection series from the beginning. When the Selection came out, I fell in love with the series, and I think it's more of a controversial thought for me, where I like Aitlyn a whole lot more than I did America. Like, I relate more to Aitlyn than I did to America. America was a very good-hearted human being, and Aitlyn feels more real to me because, well, she has a lot of flaws that are a bit like mine, and, well, this book was just perfect. This was the perfect ending to a series and I just loved it so much, and I'm planning on buying all hardcovers of the series over that time, but it's just so beautiful and even smells nice. I read it all like in a few hours when I got it immediately, and it's just amazing. Like, really, so much fluff. Made me smile and cry and laugh so much, and it made me so happy. It's just perfect. It was perfect. So the last book that I'm hauling is The Rose and the Dagger by a last name that I cannot pronounce. It's the second book of the Wrath and the Dawn duology, and I just read The Wrath and the Dawn like a month ago, and then I immediately bought this one because it came out just now, and the cover is so beautiful, and I'm still going to buy the hardcover of The Wrath and the Dawn just because I love this series so much, and I feel I'm going to be rereading this a lot, and just, it's so good, it's so beautiful, and just I think it's my favorite duology. It's just so perfect. It was perfect. And it smells so good. This is it. This is my book haul that I have, that I bought over the 2 months, y'all. It's so weird when I say y'all because I'm not even from America. My native language is not English, and I get accents, and it's just weird. I should not have accents. Okay. These are all the books that I've hauled, and they're all beautiful, and I love all of them. I love all of these babies. I want to drop life, drop out of university, just drop everything and just read for the rest of my life and write. Maybe write. I want to write a book so badly. I have so many ideas, I just never keep with them. I keep jumping from one to another, never finish. Okay, I'm gonna put these down now because they're beautiful and I don't want to scratch them or bend them. When I read my paperbacks, you guys have no idea. Like, my best friend borrowed the Raven Boys paperback, and like, I did a half an hour speech how she cannot break the spine, and if she breaks the book's spine, I'm gonna break her spine, and I love her more than anything. So yeah, I'm a bit protective over my babies. I feel like I love these more than I would love my children, which is crazy. But at least my children will have to have a dad who loves them more than books. So basically, this is it. That's my book haul, my first book haul ever, and hopefully, not my last one, but hopefully I don't make one soon, because otherwise I'm gonna be out of a place to live. Yay, because I have no income. I'm a student. Anyways, yes, I'm wearing cat ears. Don't get weird about it. It's cute. It's adorable. Also, my hair is not washed, and I want to distract you from that fact. It's cute. Let's think it's cute. So I'm a bit sorry because I know a lot of people keep telling me that like I should get a mic or better lighting, but I cannot afford these things. I'm a university student and I'm completely broke right now. Like, we're talking that I have to scramble to get money for food. I really cannot afford a better camera or a microphone or anything, so I'm hoping that for the time being these videos are good enough for you guys. I just want to put them out there, but I really have no better means right now. And even my living space looked terrible. Like, it took me so long to at least get it presentable because the walls are horrifying. Like, at the top there's mold and things, because the dorm rooms in Lithuania are not like, I don't know, everywhere else I've seen on YouTube. You know, the dorms here look a bit like a mental hospital that was closed down like 20 years ago and they're letting us live here. You know, kind of like that. Like, health hazards everywhere. Pee on the floor everywhere. Literally stepped into pee today when I went to the bathroom because somebody peed all over the floor. There's sometimes puke in the elevator. This is the conditions I live in. On the other hand, it's super cheap. So, that's good. Also, Carry On betrayed me a little bit. It's so beautiful and I love it so much, but the moment I took it out of the book depository package, it cut me right here. I got cut by it. It has my blood. Now it can do sorcery with it. Oh, hopefully good kind. Hopefully the kind that gives you more time, because time runs so fast. So that's it. Bye! See y'all in my next video!